Thanks for being here. I did a collective card pull reading that I found to be really powerful to integrate these full moon energies moving into Leo season. We just had a full moon in Capricorn that was also in Cancer, and Cancer is a very intuitive, emotional, sensitive side of us, where Capricorn is a very steady, grounded, go get it type of energy. And as we shift into Leo season, we're finding ourselves going for those things that we want boldly, fearlessly, authentically. I wanted to pull a few cards for the collective just to see if any of these energies can kind of give us a little bit more insight or a little bit of direction in how we can best navigate what we're going through. I did a card pull earlier, which I've started offering recently, and they've been really powerful and very clear. So I do have some notes below, but I also will just kind of be looking back and forth. I did a channeled reading, kind of did some reiki, used some crystals, all that fun stuff to ask a few questions to a few different decks that I love, and just to see what would come up. The first question I asked were, what energies do we need to be aware of during this full moon? And I got the card of Judgment. And what that kind of stands for is being open to divine support. And it will be reflected back to us as well as enhanced throughout this upcoming season. As we carry on with our physical minds, we have to keep them open to what we may be guided through, and keeping an open mind to seeing what type of wisdom or signs or ideas or feelings that come up, because all of these are little bits of information and guides as to where we can be moving next. As above, so below. As within, so without. So the things that we are feeling and reflecting on in this plane and within ourselves are also energies going around us and in the unseen. So they're all very nice, intuitive little information pieces that we can learn how to integrate. We are all conduits, we are all connected, and we are all reflections of what come up for us. And we're the only ones that are able to integrate this into the physical. Any specific ideas or desires that have come to you are made for you, are meant to be yours. Any goals you have, dreams, aspirations, even fears, they're meant to be your lessons and your tools in order to continue to expand and evolve. The ideas that come and resonate in our gut are the ones that are worth pursuing, are the ones that are planted for us. So it's a really important time to be patient with ourselves, to take stock of where we are, to take stock of what we're doing, what's around us, what aligns with us, some things we might be willing to let go of, and what we're spending our energy on, and making sure that energy is being used cautiously and intentionally, because that's where things build momentum and manifest. Where attention goes, energy flows, and where energy flows, everything grows. A more mature outlook is coming on the horizon for everyone, and it'll lead us to more balanced outcomes, balanced energies, and balanced emotions as we're able to zoom out and see things from a higher perspective. The full moon illuminates these things and what we have accomplished, as well as what's next for us. And this Leo season encourages us to trust our inner wisdom and the support around us, and especially in our abilities. The second question I asked was, what do we need to remember about ourselves as we navigate the full moon energies so we can have the most harmonious outcome for our highest good during this upcoming Leo season? And I got a card called Warrior of the Heart. And it's here to remind us that life is always happening for us, not to us. And it's to help us to grow and to expand and to align with our highest good, our highest timeline, fulfilling our biggest potential, in other words. And if we remain grounded, if we remain open and trusting of our own abilities and keep an open heart and mind, then there's no room for error. Mistakes are just lessons that we can learn, or things that we can improve at. There's really no true thing as mistakes. As Bob Ross says, there are no mistakes, just happy accidents. So making decisions through our heart and through our gut, and taking ourselves out of our mind and back into our body, can always help us have our highest outcome prioritized. Mental energy can be very anxiety provoking. It can be very kind of running rampant. That's where you can find hamster wheels and stuff, where running through our heart and our gut helps us stay a little bit more aligned and calm and intuitive, and your intuition will never misguide you. And those are the signs and symbols to hold strong to and have a lot of faith in. It'll have the highest outcome prioritized for everyone involved too, not just for ourselves. So if we embody the strength that we hold and the light that we are and the abilities that we have and the love that surrounds us, we'll find a lot more power in our actions and our abilities in our day-to-day. It's time to trust that this is the time to get clear on what we want and remember that we're more than capable of achieving it. Our dreams are uniquely ours because we're the ones that are meant to achieve them. It's not only that we might have the same dreams as other people and the same goals as other people, but it's our unique experiences and frameworks and perspectives and voice infused with those dreams that make them all more powerful and sacred and special. The last question I asked was, what aspects of ourselves need to be embodied at this time so that we may find peace, abundance, and harmony through these shifting energies? And the card that I got was the Spirit Fox, to trust in our talents and in changing times especially. So change is always in the air, but especially now, a lot of us are going to be in a transitional stage, whether we're trying to relocate or release old habits or incorporate the strength and the confidence to shift into something that we've been wanting but haven't quite gotten yet. And we need to remember that we're not only equipped with these tools, but we're more than capable to handle anything that comes up for us. Everything that's happened to us has given us the tools and the strength and the perspectives in order to handle what we're trying to achieve. For example, the fox itself is a very resilient animal. You know, they can live in so many different climates and they get hunted a lot for their fur, but they're very resilient. They're very smart and sly and intelligent and capable of so many things in so many places. It takes lots of bravery and adaptability and observation and attention and releasing the scatterbrain and the conscious mind in order to embody the strength of that fox and being able to trust and navigate exactly what's in front of us. Difficulties that we've been navigating are nearing their end as we start to find more intuitive and more insightful resolutions and solutions to our problems. It's time, like the fox, to come out of our den and step into the power that has always been inside of us. The changes that are coming are for the better, and although these changing times might bring up feelings of uncertainty, anxiety, things like that, it's time to trust in our skills and trust in the timing and trust in the process. Divine timing is a very real thing, and things only come up for us when we're ready to handle them, for better or for worse. So we have to understand that whatever comes on our path can be navigated, can be handled. We are smart enough, we are strong enough, we are capable, we have the skills and the tools and the space in order to handle these changes. And change is inevitable, you know? Change is a great thing. It helps us shift into what we deserve and desire and are ready to embody and align with as it happens. And when we're able to handle these things with courage and with an open mind, the beauty can always be found on the other side. So I found this to be really powerful, as Cancer energy is a lot more reflective and intuitive, and Leo energy is very much more bold and fiery and assertive, and shifting between these energies can be a little bit difficult sometimes, where I think having that Capricorn full moon right on the cusp of it to help ground us and help us trust, and the Cancer energy to reflect on what we are and what we have, that Capricorn energy to ground into it and illuminate our skills but also our setbacks, you know, illuminate the things that we are ready to go for as well as ready to release. And then that Leo energy helping us being able to embody and trust in ourselves and go for it authentically. We have to release things in order to be able to receive new ones. So it's a really great time to take stock and reflect and see, what am I doing that is making sense for me right now, that is helping me become a better version of myself, a calmer, a more peaceful, a more aligned version of myself, and help me get towards those goals? And how can I continue to trust in my abilities to not only make momentum and headway on those aspects I want to embody, as well as the strength to release the things that I've outgrown or outdated or just don't serve that higher goal or my higher self. So I wanted to share that here with you. Thanks so much for being here. And if you'd ever like a card reading or something of that nature, just let me know. I'd be happy to help set one up for you. I hope you have a great day, a great week, a great season.